If you operate a vehicle in the state of Georgia, you have to purchase insurance for that car, that truck, that motorcycle. It's the law. But just because it's the law doesn't necessarily mean that everyone obeys the law. In fact, there are way too many people driving around interstate with no insurance. Well, what happens if one of those uninsured drivers causes a wreck? Well, if they don't have insurance, who's going to pay for your medical expenses, your lost wages, your pain and suffering, the damages to your vehicle? What are you going to do? If they don't have insurance, it's going to be extremely difficult to try and recover against them individually. So, how do you protect yourself? How do you protect your family against the uninsured driver? Let's talk about a type of coverage that I highly recommend you have on your insurance policies. It's called uninsured or under-insured motorist coverage. It's often abbreviated as UM or UIM on your declarations of coverage sheet. Please take a look at it and look for it on your policy. If you don't see it, then I highly recommend you call your agent and you add it as soon as possible. Whenever a client hires us to represent them for injuries that they have sustained in a wreck, one of the first things that we do is send a letter to the insurance company for the at-fault party to verify insurance coverage. Essentially, they have to tell us under oath what coverage, if any, that they provide for the at-fault driver. If the insurance company provides proof that the coverage lapsed, that there is in fact no insurance for the at-fault driver, then we write a letter directly to the at-fault driver. We let them know that the insurance company says they don't have insurance, and our letter requests that they provide us with the correct insurance information, if any, immediately. Or if there's no answer, we will often hire a private investigator to search for coverage. But here is one other very important action that we take for our clients as soon as we open their file. We immediately send a letter to our client's own insurance company to find out if their policy provides uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. Let me explain these two coverages because this is extremely important. And I encourage you again to make sure you have this on your policy. All right, we're talking about uninsured motorist or UM. This is optional coverage that you can have added to your insurance policy, and it protects you up to the limits of your UM coverage in the event the at-fault party did not have insurance. For example, assume the at-fault driver did not have insurance coverage. We receive a copy of our client's own insurance and discover that he has uninsured motorist coverage of $50,000, $100,000 per accident. This means that since the defendant did not have insurance, our client's insurance company will provide coverage to him as though the defendant had $50,000 in liability coverage. In this economy, there are too many people driving around without any insurance coverage on their vehicles. And if they don't have coverage and you do not have uninsured motorist coverage, then you have an uphill battle trying to recover for your injuries and damages. You would have to sue the person individually to try and recover anything, and the time, the expense, and the potential for any kind of recovery down the road could make the cost to pursuing the case even greater than your potential recovery. All right, so please protect yourself and purchase uninsured motorist coverage. If you don't have it, or if you're not sure if you have it, then pick up the phone right now and call your agent. All right, let me give you another fact pattern where this UM coverage can help you. Assume the at-fault driver that causes the wreck, they only have minimum limits of $25,000. Assume you have uninsured motorist coverage of $50,000. Well, if this was a traditional UM policy, you would have an extra $25,000 in coverage through your uninsured motorist policy. So it's $50,000 minus the $25,000 liability equals $25,000 in underinsured motorist coverage available. All right, there are also UIM policies which are known as excess policies or add-on policies. That is, they do not subtract the liability coverage from the available limits. The coverage is added on to the liability coverage. So for example, the defendant only has $25,000 in liability coverage, but you have $50,000 UM. When you add them up, the total coverage could be $75,000. And please, this is so important. Check your auto policy right now to make sure you have uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. And if you aren't sure, then call your agent right away. Now, here's an interesting fact. Your insurance company must have provided you with an option to purchase UIM add-on coverage. If they don't have proof that you rejected the add-on coverage, then the law gives you the benefit of the doubt and it affords you the add-on coverage. We have helped so many clients over the years get the add-on coverage when the insurance company could not provide proof of that add-on rejection. And having UIM coverage, it is the best way to protect you and your family from the uninsured driver or the at-fault driver that has only minimum insurance limits. So, As you can see from all of this, the handling of a car wreck case can be very complicated. It really isn't something that you need to try and handle on your own. Think about it. On top of you going to the doctor and getting treatment for your injuries, do you really have the time or the knowledge to take on the insurance company and their team of lawyers by yourself? Well, we take the hassle out of these claims for our clients. We handle the legal issues and investigate all sources of potential recovery, including researching our clients' own policies to see if they have uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. We focus on the legal issues so our clients can concentrate on going to the doctor and getting better. So if you've been involved in a car wreck, please give us a call right now to discuss your claim, 1-800-WIN-WIN-1, or go to GaryMartinHayes.com.